Beneath 6 kilometers of crushing Atlantic darkness lies a world untouched by time, a world where the dreams, hopes, and final breaths of more than 1,000 souls still linger silently in the cold. This is the Titanic's first-class deck, once a place of elegance, music, and luxury, now resting in eternal night, its beauty slowly dissolving into the deep. The ROV's single beam of light cuts through pitch-black water, revealing floating dust-like particles trembling in the current. Every movement sends brown-green silt rising in slow, ghostly clouds. Algae waves like tattered curtains along railings, walls, and broken staircases. The once bright corridors of the first-class world are now silent sepulchres of memory. This was where some of the wealthiest passengers on Earth laughed, drank champagne, spoke of business, romance, and the future. Their cabins were adorned with carved wood, velvet chairs, porcelain, and crystal lamps. Their dreams were enormous plans to return home, reunite with family, build companies, start marriages, raise children. But all of it, every whispered promise, every hope, every future, ended in a single night. Now, as the beam drifts through the grand corridor, the doorways gape open like the hollow eyes of a skull. Decaying bed frames stare out from rooms half buried in silt. Mirrors are shattered, their silver peeling away. Algae drapes across dressing tables. Once priceless carpets have dissolved into soft, rippling clouds that scatter at the slightest disturbance. The first-class dining room, once filled with music, chatter, and the clinking of silverware, now lies collapsed. Chairs are overturned, tables fractured, plates shattered into the sand. A rust-eaten chandelier hangs crookedly, its crystals buried somewhere below, swallowed by time. Every object whispers of the lives that once filled these spaces. The gentleman who promised his daughter he would buy her a pony when they reached New York. The mother who kissed her sleeping children goodnight, unaware it would be the last time. The newlyweds who saw the Titanic as the beginning of a grand life. The old man who spent his final hours helping strangers reach the lifeboats. Their stories echo faintly in the currents. The ROV drifts past collapsed walls, and the camera inches closer to a first-class suite. The bed frame lies twisted, its headboard half fused to the wall by mineral buildup. Beside it, a nightstand remains in place exactly where someone left it in 1912. A silver brush, a compact mirror, a pair of spectacles, all covered in silt, all frozen where they last fell from someone's shaking hand as the ship groaned beneath them. The beam moves deeper, silt stirs, revealing something soft and pale embedded in the floor, a silent form. A faint human imprint, worn down by time. Torso-shaped, fragile, motionless. The echo of someone who never made it to the lifeboats. Someone whose dreams dissolved into seawater before they could bloom. Nearby, another room holds a collapsed steamer trunk. The lid is open just enough to reveal strips of cloth, the remains of letters, and a small pocket watch fused to the interior. It will never tick again. It hasn't for 113 years. The first-class grand staircase, once the proud heart of the ship, lies in shattered ruin. The railings collapsed, like softened bones. The base of the staircase buried in a dune of silt. The dome above, where sunlight once poured through stained glass, has become a jagged hole, leading only into black nothingness. Here, the footsteps of the wealthy once echoed. Now, only drifting algae moves in silence. As the ROV glides onward, it pauses at a section where the deck has peeled open. Beyond it lies the frozen remnants of lives that never returned home. Captains, crewmen, musicians, fathers, mothers, children. Their families waited for news that never came. Husbands returned without wives. Mothers returned without sons. Entire futures vanished in a single night. Some survivors carried the guilt for the rest of their lives. Some never spoke of that night. Some never recovered. Some died still hearing the screams in the dark. The first-class deck, in its decayed silence, has become their memorial. Every rusted railing, every algae-draped corridor, every silt-covered chair, every delicate, ghost-like outline in the floor, they are reminders not of luxury but of fragility, of promises broken, of dreams that dissolved beneath 6 kilometers of ocean. As the ROV backs away, the beam retreats, and the darkness closes like a curtain, swallowing the forgotten world once more. The silence of the deep returns heavy, eternal, unbroken. The Titanic's first-class area remains where it has stood for 113 years. A grave, a memory, a frozen world of lives interrupted, holding stories. The ocean refuses to surrender.